Good morning. Welcome to the Obachanchatter. And I'm here with you today to recap Love and Marriage DC Season 3, Episode 3, entitled Personal File. Okay, y'all, I gotta get to do this recap because it started off with the same where we left off at with Quick, with all the men at the gym with Quick's wrestling team, and they're discussing why the problem between Joey and Ashley, and it's Quick and it's Cliff, the husbands, and it's Block. Now let's get it straight. Now Block don't really care for Joy, and Joy don't really care for Block. I can't quite remember what they was in a group together in a band or something, and I don't know exactly what he did, but it had something to do with them being in a music group together. So anyway, Quick says like a little girl. Um, Ashley and Joy mad. Um, they in their feelings, and the reason why Joy was they in their feelings is because Joy told Ashley that Cliff and her that that Clifford and her were married. And Black was like, "You married?" And Cliff was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh yeah, congratulations." So anyway, after that's out the way, Cliff goes back and say she told her that she was married, but they didn't want anybody to know. So she promised that she would not tell anybody. But Ashley wound up telling her best friend. But I'm gonna tell you, Quick ain't saying that, and Ashley's not saying that the reason why she told something on Joy is because she got mad about something. Something Joy did that pissed her off. But to me, she's still wrong because if somebody tell you something in confidence and say not to say anything, you're not supposed to say anything. So that's what Quick and Cliff are arguing about because Cliff said, "Well, Ashley told Joy told Ashley because they friends," and Quick said they not friends, and he was like, "Well, she thought they was friends, but it don't matter to Cliff because once somebody tell you something, you should and you say you give them your word that you're not going to tell, you're not going to tell." So Clifford says, "Who would you be mad at? Would you be mad at your wife, or would you be mad at Ashley?" So Clifton is like, look at Cliff, look at Quick trying to get Block on his side because Block don't like Joy, and Block was like, I understand your point and I understand your part, but if y'all got married and ain't want nobody to know, and between the two of y'all, there was nothing supposed to be said. She shouldn't have said nothing. So anyway, I believe the reason why they wanted to be married in secret is because they did their courting relationship on television. They met on the show Ready to Love a couple seasons ago. So I think they didn't want to, the people that are happy for them, they wanted to be able to share that with them, but on a different day. You know what I'm saying? They just wanted to have, she didn't even, I don't think Joy even wanted to have a wedding. So anyway, they argued back and forth about that until that's the end of that. Um, so no. Quick keeps going on and said, well, Ashley sent her a email, a text message saying that she was sorry, whatever. But her bad. She ain't mean to, whatever. And then he said, did you see the text? So Clifford asked Quick if he saw the text. And he said, no, I don't remember it word for word, but I don't think he saw no damn text. I think he lied to Cliff. So, So anyway, I don't want to talk about that no more. Let's move on. I don't give a fuck that. I don't like Ashley. I don't see why Joy even cared. I wouldn't want to be friends with Ashley. So anyway, Irena and Jamie, and this is crazy. And they got Mama T with them, and Mama T is Irena's mom. I think she lives with them. And they have Mushu with them, and he's a bearded dragon. So they in a pet store, and Jamie tells the ladies about the wrestling. Um, So anyway, while they're in the store looking for pet food for Mushu, Jamie, they walk to the back of the store and there's turtles in a crate. So Jamie says that little one looked like Quick. So they talk about Carmen, and so they come it comes so anyway, somehow or another they get talking on Carmen because Arena, no, why he was Arena and something. It was something about Carmen too at the wrestling. He was like, "Yeah, they think that it's awful." But Chris said, I mean, but we talked to Clifton about it, and he said ain't nothing like that. He used to fuck with her. He used to mess with Carmen on that dating show 'cause that's how he met her. He met Joy and Carmen, and Carmen was one of his matches. But I think he preferred Joy over Carmen. So Carmen wound up getting with somebody else, and I guess on the show, there's all the two couples were supposed to go somewhere, but Carmen's Carmen's pick didn't want to go, so she was sad, and he so Cliff said she shouldn't be sad up in her room. I'll invite her to go with us. So he said, if she don't, all of us go, fuck it, we can't just leave her here. So they all went on a trip together and they bonded even closer. So she like a sister to the both of them. She's their each of their PR persons. So anyway, Arena brought up how Carmen was posting shit, pictures and little captions, we besties on her Instagram and shit. So she was like, it just looked weird, you know what I'm saying? They look like they doing something. Just look crazy. So Jamie is kind of looking at her. So she said, "Do you think it's okay that she posts pictures like that?" And he was like, I mean, I don't know. So she said, answer the question. He said, I don't care. She said, why you gonna answer the question? And he said, why I gotta answer the question? I don't gotta answer goddamn question. He said, I talked to Cliff. Cliff don't got a problem with it. Why you want me to have one? I don't want you to have a problem with it. I'm just saying how you feel about it. Stay in the store screaming their ass off to the point where Jamie trying to leave. He like, hurry up and give me these worms and crickets or whatever the fuck moose you eat, cause I gotta get out of this store. So he pays for the stuff, and then he gives him the he pays for the stuff, and he just refuses to answer. So Jamie says, so after he purchased the shit and Miranda come out the store and he gives the mother the bag and his mother-in-law the bag or whatever, she go to the car and he said, "You calm down now, crazy woman." She said, "I ain't being crazy. I'm just asking you a question. You getting all upset." So they arguing about the issue, and then Rain and James agree that they both agree it's the issue for them. So he go So they still arguing, and Raina says, being nosy. To me she being nosy. Mind your fucking business. If Clifford and Joy ain't having no problems, don't worry about it. So James calls Elena and says, "You're a goddamn hypocrite." And she says, "You're a goddamn hypocrite because you was posting shit and you concentrating on it was three guys." And he said one of them was trying to fuck you. And you my wife. And he said he saw three, no, it was three inappropriate conversations that he witnessed in the text. So now we're at Ashley and Quick, and they took their kids rock climbing, and you can tell there's something they don't never do because they don't even look like they fucking climb no rocks. But he said something different in front of the dude. I guess. Let me pull this up a little bit. I guess. So after they climb with their kids, they go sit down in the place and they talk to one another, right? As soon as they sit down, they start talking about Joy and Clifton. If they ain't jealous of Joy and Clifton, they talk about them motherfuckers all the time. And I mean, Clifford and Joy might bring them up when they're alone, but they don't really talk about them two like that. So they do seem even Quick. They seem like they're a little bit jealous. So anyway, as they're sitting there, so Quick tells her that we went to wrestling and wrestling was fun and they had a good time and what each guy did, they was showing them how to fall off the ropes and a whole bunch of like he was just explaining what they was doing at the wrestling place. And he said, even Cliff did a little bit of stuff. And she said, really? He said, yeah, he body slammed somebody. And then Ashley being funny, was it you that he body slammed? He was like, are you serious? But why you act like he can't body slam you quick? You a little motherfucker, like a leprechaun. So she said, he said he got a box. He got a suite for the Wizards game. He wanted to know, he wanted to invite everybody. And she was like, what you mean everybody? He said, like the fellas. And she said, just the fellas? He's like, nah. I mean, I want Rainy to come, and I'm by Cliff, and I'm invite Joy. And she was like, you can invite whoever you want. So she said, you can buy whoever you want. I just ain't fucking with Joy. So anyway, Ashley tells him that she want to talk to little Jamie because they know they fucked it up last episode. Well, the last two episodes, the one before that one, talking about his ass, and they know them really hurt his feelings and shit. She ain't say that, pup. She said we need to get with him and encourage him and talk to him and see where he at. She want to make sure he still feel like they her parents. They're his second set of parents because when they was discussing it with him, I'm cold, y'all. When they was discussing it with little Jamie, was having that powwow with his parents and him and Quick and Ashley, and he said he referenced something about I could see these my natural parents talking about me, but I would never think y'all dog me out. So she said she want to get with him. So she said little Jamie and her grew up kind of like the same. And I'm like, how the fuck y'all do that? Cause didn't y'all say that little Jamie was, what was he, spoiled? Or he can't be spoiled. He too old. Well, anyway, okay. So little Jamie sees them as second parents. So she want to make sure they still okay. She want to make sure she want to go kiss his ass and make sure that he still call them their second parents. So Raina and Joy meet. They want to do something fun. They both like photography and they like to take pictures. So they go take some serious pictures and some crazy pictures. They have a good time. After they take their pictures, and that's when Aaron brought up asking about Carmen. And she was like, Joy was like, yeah, I'm used to hearing this shit about Carmen and us and a throuple. And she said, I don't pay no heed to that shit. She said, you know who I? She said, I don't worry about none of that. So Brandon said, well, it just don't look right. And I'm telling you, me and Quick been married for 27 years. And we kind of went through something like this, just don't, it's just the outside of what it looked like. So she was like, listen, she's just our PR person. And I ain't worried about that. She said, we ain't no throuple. And she says, Joy. So Joy said, I ain't got no throttle. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. So she tells her Carmen is honest and loyal, and I ain't worried about her. So that's the end of that. So she said, do you have an open relationship? And she was like, never. No. Joy said, hell no, no. And somebody asked Rain, I guess it was producing. She said, we will never, 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 never have an open relationship. So while they were sitting there, she was like, what's the big deal about me, Clifton, and Carmen? She said, because Ashley and Alicia, they finger twins. She said they got matching tattoos and shit. They Susan or something along those lines, but it was something insinuating that they doing some shit. So Joy says that she alright with it. So Raina asks about the game. She was like, did you get the text from Quick about the game? And she was like, yeah, he sent it to Clifford. She said, you going? And she was like, She said, y'all going? She was like, I don't know. And she said, you need to come. I want you to come. I really want you to come to this event, girl. You better get your ass out. So she said, I don't know. She said, we might come. She said, I sent actually a text, to see if we could get up and talk and shit. She said, but she never answered me. But that's cool because you got to answer in your own time. Yes. Just like before the Christmas party when she Well, she came to you and said, "My bad, I told Alicia that y'all was married already." And Joy was like, "Okay." So Joy, she said, "I could tell you was visibly hurt." So she sent her an email, and then she got the email, and she didn't answer that motherfucker. She was like, "I answer when I feel like it," and that's why they got in the fight at the party because Ashley said, "I ain't heard from you, and you just come up in here." So anyway, we watch this hateful bitch go to the sleep doctor because she said she going to sleep for 45 minutes a night, that she a tired vampire. So they tell her gonna take her blood and do some tests, and they're gonna make sure that she is doing okay. That she's gonna do she gonna be doing okay when they get the results back. So comp we have Mama T and what's her name? Irena, and they are feeding what's his name? Wushu. Yeah, they feeding Wushu, the bearded dragon. Um, they're just feeding him and playing with him and shit. And then you see Arena in her confessional say, maybe I should get me a bearded dragon and trade it in for Jamie. I ain't got to talk to her, don't eat that much, won't be no issues. So Arena, after they talk, because quick come down, they put the little dragon on his shoulders and shit, and they just laughing and talking, telling them to kiss it. And he like, get that damn thing off of me. So anyway, they have Terry coming, and she is an intuitive healer because that argument they had in the pet store was ridiculous, considering these letters and texts happened over 5 years ago. So the lady come over and um, she tells them about Cliff and Carmen and Joy, and she said it went ballistic. It just got ballistic. He got mad and she was fussing, and the lady tells her he feel the way he feel about it because you feel a way. You can't expect him to feel the same way that you feel, especially since he said he talked to the guy in this and they don't have an issue with it. And so she says, um, he said 5 years ago somebody that's supposed to be her business partner was posting pictures of Raina. This is what Jamie is telling Terry. And he was like, I don't like that because he was trying to get with my wife. It was a couple of them. So she says, well, you had women posting you and taking pictures. And he said, I worked in the nightlife and people knew me and they see me and they want to fucking take pictures. He's like, I don't want to do this no more. So the lady says, y'all never heal from this. And she said, that's right. Miranda says, that's right. We kind of sweep our problems under the rugs. She said, during that time, they got kids, they had businesses together. It was just better just to stay, just to focus on getting the marriage right. So Raina said, stop bringing up the past. The lady said, stop bringing up the past. Leave it alone. She's like, if you finish with it, be finished with it. And she said, um, they said, take a shot. Terry said, listen, don't bring this shit up no more. Take a shot and get a hug and be healed. So anyway, I keep saying anyway, huh? Okay, so they take that's old. We're almost done. Woo, woo. No, got a couple more pages. So anyway, it's time to go to the Wizard game. Ashley and Quicker in their room at their suite for the Wizards game. So, um, so as they start pouring in, Whoever this is, that Alicia that says, I heard Clifton, I heard that you supposed to be jealous of George. And I was like, why she starting shit? She said, how you? So her friend say, I think it's Alicia. She said, how is you jealous of them and they benefiting off y'all? And she said, yeah, that's right. So anyway, she's like, I don't want to deal with this. I just want to have fun and have a good time. So as they're walking into the game, Cliff and Joy, some of the goddamn names, he asked her how she feel about being around the gang because she hadn't been around them since the Christmas party, and she said I was trying to feel her out, but she said she don't know. She'll just hope for the best when she get there. So Arenas walks in. She said happy that she's gonna go to the game. And she asked her husband, "Are you happy that I'm going with you?" And he said, "I usually go with one of the guys, but you do, you fine." So Quick also has the suite and two floor seats, and him and Ashley brag about how when they do it big and blah blah this, and we don't be holding back. That food and shit ain't look that good in there, bragging. So anyway, they say the room is full of tension. Everybody up in that bitch now, and the room is tense. And Arain and Jamie say that this is crazy. So Jamie, here you go. He get up and say, ask in the room, is everybody okay? I'm gonna just address the elephant in the room. Is everybody in the room okay? And Ashley say no, because I'm supposed to be jealous of Joy. I need some vodka. So Joy says, we can talk about it later. And Ashley said, we don't have to talk we ain't gotta talk. You didn't want to talk when I wanted to. So she said, we can talk right now. Would you like to talk right now? Would you like to step outside in the hall and talk? And she was like, yeah, yeah, I'd like to go. So she full of fire. She hot, she ready to go. So Ashley says they get out there and Ashley says, you and Cliff say, um, say I'm jealous of y'all. And I ain't jealous of y'all. What I got to be jealous of you of? What you got? She said, I don't know. George, I don't know why you jealous. I don't have a clue. She said, you ain't got a clue because I ain't jealous. So I think you see Quick past them. He kind of listening, but he kind of ear hustling, but he go to the bathroom. So anyway, they get to arguing. So Joy said, "Listen, I'm not about." So Ashley said in her confessional, "It's like beating a dead horse. You're just going round and round and round because she don't see what I'm talking about." So Joy said, "Okay, what's it gonna be? What you want to do? You want to be friends? You don't want to be friends? How you want to be in this space?" And she's like, "I don't want to be in a room with you." She was like, "You don't want to be friends with me?" Joy said, "You don't want to be friends?" No, I don't want to be around you. So she's like, "Okay." Okay, we good. We know it's deaded. We this right here is we already know won't be no us. So anyway, she go back in the suite and she tell her, don't go in my suite. This is my suite. Get your coat and go. And she's like, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. So when she walk up in there, she say something to Cliff. And she like, take your freeloading ass wife and your husband and go. And she said Clifton jumped in her face, but it looked to me like she jumped in Clifton's face. And that is where we're going to pick up with off next week. But I was looking at what was going to happen next week, and I was so fucking glad that finally I hear somebody saying something that make fucking sense to me, which will make me watch next week's episode. And that's when in the preview they showed Quick and they showed not Quick, they showed Jamie and they showed Raina, and they was like, Ashley behavior some bullshit. Thank you, God. They was like she on I don't know what the fuck was going on, but Quick need to get her under some talk to her to calm her down because she's sassy, she's goddamn smart. She thinks she's the queen of the show. She just and she try she dressing usually she dressed nice when she in casual clothes. I don't like her when she dressed up to go somewhere. She always got titties coming out. But usually she look kind of nice when she going out. She put on good, nice looking wigs and shit. But outside of that, I don't really care for her dress when it's time to get like glam it up. with the long dresses and gowns and shit. She look better casual. And she wears very nice clothes when I do see her dressing. She'll be looking like me around the house. I mean, she's not wearing pajamas, but she be looking a little bit laid back up in there with sweats and shit on, which is how you supposed to be at your house, very, very comfortable. But I want to see how Jamie talked to Quick about Ashley, because Quick is exactly like Ashley. They two in the same. Yep. He got little man syndrome, and I don't know, she got big bitch syndrome. I don't know what it is, but I hope somebody get this in check. And I know Clifton ain't gonna hurt her or nothing, because he in my face. And then you hear her. We're gonna start pick up next week with them still being in the suite and Ashley acting like an asshole. And I know she ain't gonna let I ain't gonna let that bitch. She wouldn't jump in my husband's face. If I had one, I'd be like, get the fuck out. Yeah, you back it up, one. Back it, baby. You ain't gotta do nothing, bitch. Back the fuck up. She was doing that shit with her hand. I'll be doing that shit with my hand. You back the fuck up off my husband. And I put my hand like this, and if she touch it, I'm gonna whoop her ass. I will whoop her ass. I ain't no fighter, but I'll fight her. So anyway, I'm excited to see that, but I ain't excited to see they showed another scene from the previews for next week, and her and Quick are like exercising in the neighborhood, and I don't know what she tell him, but she put a little bit extra sauce on it to me, and he was like, I ain't better happen, ain't nobody be in my white face, that's not going down. And I was like, she was in the face, motherfucker, you was right down the hallway. But anyway, we will see what happens with this. I don't think this show gonna last long because I think once Jamie and Arena address Ashley about her fucking behavior, that they ain't even gonna be friends no more. So who gonna be taping with who? It's gonna be Joy Clifton, Arena, and Jamie, because Joy don't like Block. And one of them two women, Block wife was arguing with somebody, Arena. So this is like another Potomac or another loving marriage Huntsville. Bunch of bullshit. I don't know why these people get on this TV with this bullshit and don't think it's going to be exposed. Ashley has the nastiest attitude I've seen in a long time. The only other housewife I could think of that got nasty house. I'm gonna tell you who I think got on these shows that got nasty reality TV shows that got nasty dispositions. From Married to Medicine, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Heavenly. From Miami, Larsa, and after her, Alexa. From Potomac, Giselle, Robin, Ashley. From Attitudes, Nasty Attitudes, who else can I think of? New Jersey, Teresa Judice. Who else can I think of? Love and Mary Tunstfield, Stormy, uh, the Wanda lady. Oh my God, Miss Betty. Who else on that motherfucker's like a little hater? I don't know. It's a lot of reality TV motherfuckers out here, just some straight ass haters. And I don't know. I don't know if it's because they start off being on the first, go around being, we want to call it kind of laid back, and then they just hit strong. And Ashley just hit too strong to me. She just act like it's her goddamn show. And I'm gonna have to look at it when it come on next time to see if she gets producer credits, because I heard she tell everybody that Joy and Clifton wouldn't be on the shows that was her, and that they could at least give her a thank you. I'm like, bitch, I ain't gotta thank you for nothing. I can thank Carlos King. But you ain't Joy said you ain't really do shit for me. Thank you. So you brought me in there and said, you was screaming and we was the enemy. She said, you was in my house. Yeah, I was in your house. You was trying to whoop my ass. So anyway, I'm sick of this stupid ass beef. And the way it sounded like Ashley is jealous. And I wouldn't know what she was jealous of, but it's something. Joy bothers her. Maybe it's because Joy yellow, light skinned. I don't know. And I don't give a damn. But what I do care about is that you spend 29 minutes and 39 seconds with me, and I love it. I love it because you could have been anywhere in the world. Come back and see me for another recap. Have a wonderful, wonderful February 12th, 2024 Monday. I love you now. Bye. Damn, I said I love you. I love my subscribers. I do. Bye.